Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
We've talked about passwords before, and I know I should probably make mine, something other than the word passwords. I just don't feel very, inspired when it comes to creating passwords. But that's where password generators can come into play. You certainly do want to have a password that has a variety of letters and possibly numbers, and even possibly making it case sensitive. And when someone says case sensitive, that means there's a difference between using, like, let's say, a lowercase r and a capital letter R. Case sensitive means you have to go with one or the other. I mean, there's going to be a difference between the two when that password is recorded. So, the problem is that you also don't want to have the same password for more than one resource or website. I mean, you probably do, and I'm sure I do as well. But it's usually not the most secure way to keep your data protected from any kind of potential threat. So, for instance, if someone figures out your password for this particular utility, they may be able to guess what it would be for another one, or that website, or this account, or that account. I mean, the chances of that happening are, I'm not going to say it's not going to happen. The chances of it happening are possible, but as long as you keep your passwords fresh, keep them close to your heart, or if you have to share them, just with people you absolutely trust. That is, like, imperative. I mean, there's some things that passwords that I have to share with people. I share passwords all the time with friends because I trust them. I trust them inherently, and it's usually, I'm not going to give out my password to my account that I have on the Teletubbies fan site. So I got a resource here that was passed. I don't really have that. I was making that up. There's no password for that particular account. I got a website here, supergenpass.com. Supergen, that's GENPASS.com. Mona from who I know at FriendFeed. I guess she's a friend, for the lack of a better word, a friend. Certainly has passed along a few different resources, either on FriendFeed or to me through email and what have you. Since I share my email address openly, chris@pirillo.com, and I was looking at this site, and I'm surprised I'd never heard about it before. And according to the documentation here, it says it allows you to remember just one password, your master password, which is used to generate unique or complex passwords for the websites you visit. So you essentially save this bookmarklet to your browser, and there's a different version of the bookmarklet depending if you use Firefox, Internet Explorer, etc. And what it'll do essentially is when you're, like, on a website, let's say a Teletubbies fan site, and you need to enter in your password there, what you can do instead is use SuperGenPass with a master password to automatically create a password that's unique with your password and that web domain, like, mixed together in a code that virtually no one's going to be able to figure out. So not only are you going to have a secure password, but you're going to be able to remember your master password everywhere, because you only need one password to gain access to all your passwords. Of course, this is assuming that your computer that you're using is not compromised or no one's figured out your master password. It is a bookmarklet. There is a mobile version available, and there's a full explanation of how it works. I don't want to go in too deeply, but I've given you the gist. It looks to be, quite useful. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to use it, but I bet you anything, a few people out there will be taking advantage of it. On my Mac, I use 1Password, which is a piece of shareware. And in fact, they just released 1Password for the iPhone for free. And then, of course, on Windows, I would recommend AI RoboForm. You can either get the free version of that or pay for the full-fledged app. I think we have like a 20% coupon for AI RoboForm for Windows. So if you want to buy that one, don't buy it without letting me know, because I'll be sure to get a link to you. Even if I don't have it, I know the developer, and I can probably get you a password. Or I could probably get you a discount. Not a password. You got to make up your own passwords. So here you go. Free bookmarklet password generator. SuperGenPass. Thank you, Mona. Really appreciate it out there in chat land or friend feed land or Twitter land. Wherever the heck you are. Probably eating bacon somewhere. Or building Lego bacon and listening to the Star Wars soundtrack in the background. You gotta this. She's crazy. Seriously, I mean, she's off her rocker. Crazy. But that's why she's my friend. I only really keep crazy friends, which explains a lot. Supergenpass.com. Anyway, if you want to drop me a line, my email address is chris@pirillo.com. And you can find me, typically talking tech with the rest of these geeks here, as I'm streaming this live video feed out over the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.